あ、
戦う方法を考えた。誰も失わねえように、誰も遠くへ行かねえように。
何をしている？体の中で何が起きている？
お前はもう俺にはついてこれねえぞ。
何？
俺の技はみんな一段階進化する。いや、セカンド。
Hello. I'm I'm extremely sorry beforehand. English isn't my first language, so I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes. So I'm just gonna apologize beforehand. To tell you a little bit about myself, I won't say my real name because no. Um, you can call me like Dev. Sure, Dev. Call me Dev. That's not my real name, but call me Dev. Why not? So I don't live in like a Western country or something like that, hence my terrible English. I'm just gonna apologize again. Uh, the reason I can speak like English like normally is because I grew up on uh English cartoons and documentaries and things like that. So the first ever English cartoon I watched was like Dora the Explorer, and I watched like Paw Patrol, Jackie Chan Adventures, Master Raindrop, Transformers Prime. That was good. That was really good. Mostly like the newer Nick Jr., Disney Junior channels, and the older animations. I grew up on that. That's why I can speak English like this. I wouldn't even speak English if it wasn't for those shows. And as I like got older, I watched like I really got into like animals, I really like animals and zoology and things like that. I really, really do like nature. Uh, so I like watch shows like River Monsters, like that's a comfort show for me. I grew up on Steve Irwin, even though I had never like watched him when he was alive, because I was young. Uh, I did grow up on the Crocodile Hunter though. Like I watched like Nigel Marvin, the Nigel Marvin Snake series. I watched things like that when I was a kid. And Brave Wilderness, newer ones. Wild Frank was especially good. Extinct or Alive by Forrest Galante. Uh, and mostly like Animal Planet and things. I really got into animals. So that's why I can speak English this normally, I would say. Um, so what am I really doing on YouTube right now? This is quite fun, making videos. I just like the editing process is somewhat fun. So I'm just gonna like do this to like gain experience, being in front of a camera and editing, uh, hence developing English. That those are the main goals here. But I also do want to like bring genuineness back to YouTube. Like most like big creators you see right now are basically artificial intelligence. There's no real humans there. Uh, I'm gonna be on camera. I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna upload it. It's all human creation here. Okay, I'm gonna be as genuine as possible. I'm gonna bring genuineness back to YouTube. So that's one thing. I also don't like hypocrisies, since watching One Piece, of course. Uh, I just like call the hypocrisies in front of their faces. It just slips out. Another thing is I'm trying to be as uncensored as possible because censorship is something else. Uh, like it's basically like destroying free speech. Whatever goes on here probably would come out of here. I'm gonna be as unfiltered as possible. I'm gonna give the most real thing you guys will witness, okay? I'm gonna be really uncensored. So you're getting the real thing. The actual end goal is to make the best content I can, so you guys can get the best experience you can. Not experience, but best entertainment you can. That's the main goal here. I would put my heart and soul into one video to make you guys feel better. If you're like feeling down, I'm here, bro. I'm here for anyone. We're all in life together. We have to cross it. So why the mask? People that know me might recognize me, and I don't want them to find this out. So that's why the sunglasses and the hat are staying, so that I become like less recognizable. That's the only reason, okay? What else can I say? My passions are like, I like zoology. I already said that. I like animals. I don't get into the nitty gritty stuff. I just really like animals and nature. Also, like, I'm a bit into history and geography. Like, I really like those tiny things. I'm interested in that. I'm not quite skilled, I would say. I really like them. And the main thing is I'm really into One Piece. Like, it's it's just not even because it's good entertainment. The reason I love One Piece is because it genuinely changed my life. I I didn't have a goal. I didn't have the will to live, quite frankly, and I didn't have a plan for life. It was just torture. It was torture living every single day knowing that am and will be useless. But as soon as I watched One Piece, the theme started kicking in, the emotions start kicking in. Now I do have a goal. Now I do have a plan to acquire that goal. That goal being is I want to seek freedom, not money, not fame, not anything like that. I just want freedom. I want liberation. Money and fame can be like a side effect of that. I don't care. I just want freedom. The average person on this earth doesn't have enough freedom, and I want to be one of the freest people on this planet. And I'm willing to do anything to acquire that. I'm going to bet my life on that dream. I would rather do that than live the everyday mundane life. I want to have the highest highs and lowest lows. That's how I want to live life. I seek liberation and I seek freedom. That's my life goal here. That's If I acquire that, I'll I'll be happy. I'll die in peace. Then my life will be fully completed. And I'm genuinely like grateful for One Piece for showing me a way. That's why One Piece is so special to me. That's why One Piece is the an integrated part of my life. So that's it. This is the beginning of a journey. Hopefully, I might die, like 6 videos after. Who knows? This is Romance Dawn, the start of a new adventure. Um, so yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in another video then. Peace.